I'm Widener, and I'm coming to you again from my backyard here in sunny Florida. So we're going to build a backstop for a pellet gun today. I'm going to build it over here. Let's see if we can see back there. If you can see that, that is an archery target that I don't need there anymore. And I'm going to put the backstop there instead. So the backstop will go there, and yeah, it's going to be a fun little project. It's not that complicated, so let's get started. Okay, so for this we're going to need a few things. Let's see, right here is a landscaping timber, and underneath this is some plywood. It's just some scrap plywood I had left over from a different project. Actually, I bought way too much, so it's plenty plywood to do this project. Let's see, we have a saw, a jigsaw. I would normally use a circle saw for this, but my blade's dull, so I'm not going to the store for that today. A hammer. We have a square. We have some nails, a measuring tape, gloves, a straight edge down there, and a post hole digger is over there. Anything else? Yeah, and of course we have a chainsaw. So the chainsaw is to cut the landscaping timber, and it just makes a quick job of that. So I'll get started here in just a moment, and let's see how this project goes. All right, hold on. Okay, so this piece of plywood here is exactly 8 feet long. I have two pieces that are 8 feet, and one that has been cut for something else. So we are going to cut each one of the 8 feet pieces in half to make them 4 feet, and the other piece that we have, we need to cut that so that it's 4 feet, and there'll be some scrap left over. I'm going to draw all the lines, and then we'll get to cutting, and I'll show you that when it's done. So the landscaping timber is also 8 feet long, so we're going to cut that in half at 4 feet. So we'll make a mark. And then use the square to draw a straight line. And that's it. We'll cut that up and get ready for the next part.
It's an odd shaped one. Sorry about that,
Yeah,
Daddy.
it's no problem at all. It doesn't have to be perfect.
God, I'm trying to move my hand.
Step back.
Get the saw ready.
Cut to here, and then come around to the other side.
I think I went all the way through.
And there it is. Now we have backstoppage.
I want to cut something else.
Yeah, I bet. All right, let's get to the next part. What we have here is 2 landscaping ties now, because this one was cut in half, and 5 pieces of this plywood. Okay, so why 5 is because, don't forget, one of the pieces was not exactly 8 feet because I used it for something else. So we have 5 pieces. So the idea here is that we are going to put one piece of plywood across these posts, and the other 4 pieces of plywood on the other side of these 2 posts. Then we'll bury the posts, stick the posts into the ground, and what the idea is this: this piece of plywood by itself is not enough to stop the pellet. It'll go through this piece of plywood. Then it'll bump into these 4 pieces of plywood on the other side of this post. That should be enough to stop the pellet from going any further. And instead of ricocheting it all over the place, it'll fall between the 2 pieces of plywood and just drop to the ground. And that's the idea behind this backstop.
You scared me.
No, you're not in there good yet. You want me to get started?
Yes. Okay. Come on. That was almost done. It's not in all the way. That time we broke it. That didn't do anything.
This backstop. I want to show you that this side here only has 1 piece of plywood, and this side here has 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces of plywood. So again, one more time, the idea is that the pellet should go all the way through this piece of plywood, bang up against these 4 pieces, and get stuck in here without ricocheting around. So there shouldn't be any ricochet, and the pellet should essentially just drop right here on the ground. See, there's a slight grade here on the ground, so one side will dig a little deeper, the other side will we won't, and that should keep the backstop pretty even. So go ahead and go in front of the 2 pegs, the 2 feet, and we'll go back a little further, forward towards the backstop, son. That way. Keep going. Now walk forward. Some more. There you go. A little bit more. A little bit more. All right. Now that the post hole digger is right up against the foot of the backstop, he can begin digging a small hole right there. And we'll get back to you as soon as those holes are dug. Okay, so with that dug into the ground, it looks well, a little bit crooked, but it's okay for a backstop. The other thing is I tilted it a little bit, slanted it at an angle, so that should it ricochet at all, which it should not, it's pointed away from the house. So that's a good thing. Anyway, we'll fill in these holes and take a couple shots at it. It's all set up. We have a tin can down there at the base of the target, and my son is going to shoot from about 15 yards away, and we'll take a shot at that.
Wow.
So go ahead and we'll get set up, and we'll give you a shot at that. Yes, there's Bobby D shooting the tin can from about 15 yards. Let's see what happens.
I hit it.
I think he actually hit it. All right, we're gonna go take a look at the can and the target and see what happened with the backstop. And there we go, perfect little hole. All right, thanks for watching this build, and like always, please enjoy the channel. Thank you, bye-bye.